Good afternoon, everyone. It's March the 14th, 2024. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that is dear to my heart, and I like giving positive news out. And I got a couple of texts from this particular subscriber that I have. She's apparently a new subscriber, and I like to read both of them one at a time here, because this is positive news, and I want to let people know that there is hope. And that's what I'm hoping to bring, is to give hope, or bring hope to people as well through my channel. So I'm going to start with the first one I'm going to read. This is what she has to say. I just wanted to take the time to say thank you so much for your amazing videos. Julie introduced me to them when I met her. Ha ha. I just recently subscribed and started watching your videos, and boy, do you say the truth about our system and society as it is now. It is really tough to get out of any addiction as a whole. However, as a 1-year sober former alcoholic, I would like to say to anyone reading this that it is possible to get out of it and be happy and live your truth, authentic life. It's absolutely is worth it, and it is a possibility, and you will become 1,000 times better person than you even thought was even imaginable or possible. So with this, I say thank you. Keep on being awesome. So this is what I am really thrilled about, because this is positive feedback for me that people are understanding what I'm saying, and certainly it's great for other people. I think should be brought up so that other people can hear what's being said at the same time. And to her, I say kudos, congratulations for your 1 year being sober. That is a big milestone in your life, and you're showing, just like I've shown with my life to people on the YouTube channel here, that things can turn around and be far more positive, and people can live in a more authentic way of living. I'm living my authentic way of living, of who I am now, not what somebody else was trying to make me be. I'm me, not someone else. And being sober, you're being you now, not being someone else that you shouldn't be and that you were never meant to be. So congratulations on 1 year's sobriety for certain, and keep up the good work. And I hope to hear more from you. And I always love hearing how people are doing. And thank you for sending that comment in. And I know Julie will be also thrilled to hear that things are going well with you, because things are going so much better with her too. She's on her road to recovery as well. But I also wanted to bring up the second one that thankfully, I'm very thankful you sent me. And this is her second comment. I just want to say that I may not have known Frank personally, and may he rest in peace now. But I completely agree with you guys on the mistreatment and uncariness from the system. I was homeless too at some point in my life, and the shelter was so full that we all had to wait to get in until someone lost their spot, which is beyond horrible. And then it doesn't take long until something tragic like this happens. I cried watching this. This should be enough to wake the government up altogether and build more housing for those who need it most. Much love to both of you. So this is the second one that this wonderful woman sent to me, and she herself was homeless. So, of course, she certainly understands the homeless situation, as it is too. And she appreciates what Julie and I have been doing on the videos, bringing things in. It's not to necessarily knock people down. Yes, criticize the system. Yes, we have to do things a certain way, but it's necessary. And usually the system doesn't want to bulk. They don't want to see past the end of their noses, and including in the shelters and everything else. They think they're all on the right, but they don't want to listen to people. And when we're trying to tell them the truth and find other ways and help them find other ways of being successful and helping people get out of the system in a much better manner. So it's an ongoing battle. And I guess the other piece of good news is that I wanted to bring forward was yesterday I went to get on the bus, and I looked over and I saw this woman frantically flagging me down, and then I realized it was another one of my subscribers who met me earlier on the bus where she was trying to get my attention. So it was really nice to be able to sit down, have a really nice chat with her about the channel and about different things. And this is what I remember being a child, growing up in a community. And a widespread community, traveling around on the buses. It was nothing for us to sit down and start chatting to the person next to us. And this is what I find that's wonderful. We still do some of it today, but there's so many people plugged in with their earphones or watching their phones and whatever. Now I have to keep track, mind you, some of the business stuff that keeps coming in on my phone too, which is understandable. But it's nice when you can actually have a conversation with someone. And I know one of the big pieces is, of course, when I take my service dog Heidi on the bus. This is what is so good because she kind of breaks the ice there. One person will ask me, well, how old is she? And I'll tell her. And then other people start piping up and asking questions about service dogs and what's required for a service dog. What do they do or what does she do for me? And I'm happy to talk to people about it. And it's really great because I see children sometimes on the buses and even walking down the street, and they're afraid. So I'll often just turn around and stop and have her sit and ask the child if she'd like to have, or he or she would like to pat the dog. And sometimes they do. And then that helps to break the ice. It certainly is great because Heidi certainly is not going to bite back or hurt the child in any way. She just sits there, and I've seen up to 5 children at once patting her even. And it's good because it's breaking the ice for people and making people realize that service dogs are doing a certain thing, because I often get questioned, well, is that a police dog on the bus? That's usually one of the first questions I get, and I say, no, she's not a police dog. She's a service dog. There's a difference. So then we get discussing the differences between a police dog and a service dog. And of course, the only thing that they do actually have in common is they go through obedience classes. So this is wonderful to have this. And that was a really good thing that was happening. We were chatting. I wasn't on the bus the other day when I ran into this woman, but it was just nice to be able to sit and chat. And then it reminded me of something that I heard on CTV National News, so I guess it was sometime last week as well. They were talking a bit about the homeless and loot and community. And I've been always talking about community on my channel and the importance of having a community. Well, I had a registered psychologist on the CTV National News that came out and actually said the fabric of our society is being pulled apart because we don't have that sense of community that we once had. And this is coming from an expert. And I don't even have to be an expert. I just lived through what it was like having a community and being good to one another and caring about one another. So I don't want to make this too long today, but kudos to the other woman, again, for her 1 year sobriety. And everyone, take care. Have a nice day. Be safe and watch your surroundings. And we'll talk again soon. And bye-bye.